Hey, Terry here. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at the best jobs for seniors over 60 and retirees, where you can find the most reputable job boards. We're going to talk about the top 3 concerns that people over 60 have about getting a job, how you can get started, and a lot more. So let's jump right in. Home-based jobs are perfect for those of us who really want to work but want to keep our freedom too. Kind of like have your cake and eat it too. Same thing. First off, we're going to start with virtual assistants. Now, this role is in very high demand because of the increasing need for remote administrative support. So if you've got organization skills and basic computer knowledge, well, you can excel here. And if you've ever juggled multiple tasks or, kept an office running smoothly, well, you're already halfway there. Now, you're going to need some basic computer skills, of course, and a knack for organization. But the best part is you don't need a fancy degree. You just need those years of experience because they're worth their weight in gold. Now, next, you might want to consider becoming a freelance writer. Now, there's a big demand for content creation right now, and if you're over 60 or a retiree and you've got some writing skills, well, you can definitely find some opportunities, especially if you've got expertise in a specific subject. So remember all those reports and presentations that you whipped up over the years? Well, congratulations, you've got yourself a portfolio. Now, if you've got a way with words, you know how to dig up information, well, you're in business. While an English or journalism degree can definitely give you a leg up, it's not a deal breaker. Your life experience, that's the real treasure trove. Now, blogging can be a lucrative second act too. Now, well, it can be a little bit more competitive. Blogging is still going to offer you a platform for you to share your experiences and your knowledge. And of course, your success is really going to depend on the niche that you select and your audience's engagement. But if you can string sentences together and you're not afraid of a little tech, well, blogging might just be right up your alley. Got expertise in a specific field, or it could just be something like gardening or travel, or maybe even your adventures in retirement. Well, that's your golden ticket right there. No specific education is required. Your knowledge and your passion are the stars for this show. All right, let's talk about community-oriented roles. Education is a great second career, so if you've got a passion for sharing knowledge, teaching might be your calling. Schools, colleges, and adult education centers are always on the lookout for experienced educators, so schools and educational institutions really value experienced educators. So if you've got a teaching background, well, you can find opportunities, especially in adult education or tutoring. Now, you'll generally need a bachelor's degree in education, and if you've got a master's degree, that can definitely open more doors for you, especially if you've got specialized knowledge or are eyeing higher education places. Or if you've got leadership skills and a knack for developing programs, then you might want to look into becoming a community program director. Lots of nonprofits and community organizations are looking for experienced leaders to help develop and manage their programs. Now, this role is great if you've got leadership skills. This could be your chance to make a real difference in your community. So you probably need a background in public administration or social work. That can definitely be a real asset, but it's not always a must. The real joy here is in creating and managing programs that address community needs. So you talk about leaving a legacy, that's a good one. For all you drama enthusiasts out there, well, being an artistic director for community theater is a showstopper. Now, there's some great opportunities in community theater. So if you've got experience in theater production and a passion for the arts, well, then you could take center stage in your community's cultural scene. A background in theater is always helpful, but years of experience could be the real star of the show. Okay, let's talk about a mentor or a coach. Now, this is where all those years of experience can really shine, especially if you have knowledge to share, whether it's working in an organization or with individuals offering career advice, life lessons, or expertise in a specific field. Mentoring or coaching might be your calling. No formal education is required, folks. Your life experience is the textbook. Now, for all you artistic souls out there, well, there's some creative pursuits that you might want to follow too, so you can really let your creativity flow. Now, if you've got a gift for gab and a passion for a particular topic, well, then why not start a podcast and become a podcast host or producer? You don't need a degree for this one, but if you can spin a good yarn and maybe learn a little bit about audio production, well, you could be sharing your knowledge, your wisdom, and your stories with listeners around the world. Now, here's one that a lot of people don't think about, a culinary consultant. The food industry really values experienced professionals for consulting roles. So if you're over 60 or a retiree with some culinary experience, well, you can offer valuable insights and guidance. So if you spent years in the kitchen, whether as a chef or restaurateur, or even a discerning food critic, well, your expertise could be in high demand. While a culinary degree can be handy, your years of experience are the real secret ingredient. There's a big market for handmade and unique crafts right now. So if you have skills in crafting, well, you could turn your hobby into a profitable venture. So if you spent years honing that craft, it could be woodworking, glass blowing, jewelry making, or whatever. Now's the time to shine as an artisanal crafter. You don't need a formal education, just your skills and creativity. It's a chance to create unique, high-value products and maybe even pass on your skills to the next generation. All right, sometimes we just want something practical, right? Well, here are some options that might surprise you, but keep sticking around because we've got even more. Got an eye for design and some experience in real estate or interior decorating? Well, home staging could be your next act. Now, this role is in demand in the real estate market right now since staging helps sell homes faster. Now, if you've got designing skills, well, you've got great opportunity here. You don't need a formal education. So if you can make a house look like $1 million, well, you're in business. It's a great way to flex those creative muscles and see tangible results. All right, for all you culinary wizards with a dash of entrepreneurial spirit, why not take your show on the road? Now, if you've got cooking skills and a head for business, a food truck might be your ticket to success. The food truck industry is really popular right now, and seniors who have a culinary skill and they know how to run a business, well, they can succeed. Now, of course, it's going to require an initial investment and an understanding of regulations, but you don't need any formal education. And of course, you'll want to brush up on the food safety regulations and business management. Now, if you have a gift of gab and a knack for problem solving, being a customer service representative might be right up your alley. Now, many companies are looking for remote customer service people, so this might be a viable option if you enjoy helping other people. Now, many of these jobs can be done from the comfort of your own home, so it's perfect for those of us who want to help others without the daily commute. A high school diploma is usually all you need to get started. Now, if you enjoy meeting new people and helping them find exactly what they're looking for, then being a retail sales associate might be your calling. Positions like this are readily available, and they might be a good fit for you if you like interacting with people. Plus, you don't need a formal education, just a friendly attitude and people skills. Plus, it's a great way to stay active and stay engaged with your community. Now let's dive into the professional type services. Now, here's where all that career experience is really going to pay off. So, do you have decades of industry knowledge under your belt? Well, why not put it to good use as a consultant? While a degree is often preferred, your real-world experience is a real gold mine here. It's your chance to guide the next generation and keep your mind sharp. Now, if you've got a head for numbers and a passion for helping people secure their financial future, well, you might want to consider becoming a financial advisor. You'll need a bachelor's degree in finance or a related field and maybe certifications like Certified Financial Planner. That can really give you an edge. But remember, your years of financial wisdom are invaluable here. Now, know your local area like the back of your hand and like the idea of helping other people find their dream home? Then becoming a real estate agent could be your next adventure. You'll need, of course, to complete a state-approved course and pass a licensed exam, but your people skills and your life experience is going to be your secret weapon. Now, if you spent years in management and leadership roles, well, your expertise as an executive or board member could be invaluable in the boardroom. While a bachelor's degree is typically required and an MBA can be a nice feather in your cap, it's your years of experience that are really going to count. Now, if you want to give back to your community in a big way, leading a nonprofit could be your chance to make a real difference. A degree in business or public administration can be helpful, but it's your management skills and passion for the cause that really matter. Got a brilliant idea and the drive to make it happen? Well, it's never too late to start your own business. While there's no formal education required, some courses in business management could help you avoid some common pitfalls. And your years of experience and business savvy are your biggest assets here. All right, now let's talk about the 3 common concerns that people over 60 and retirees have about getting a job. First of all, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that's age discrimination. It's real, folks, but it's also illegal. Know your rights under the Age Discrimination in Employment Act. And remember, your experience is an asset, not a liability. Next, if you're feeling a bit behind in the tech front, then don't worry. Well, you can check out your local libraries or community centers for free computer classes. Websites like Coursera or edX offer online courses too. And number 3, you'll want to choose jobs that align with your abilities. Now, many of these roles offer flexible hours so you can be done from home, but remember, your health always comes first. All right, now, are you ready to jump in? Here's how. First, you'll want to dust off that resume and give it a polish. You want to focus on your most relevant experience skills, not the ones from way back there. Next, get online and check out job search websites like Indeed, LinkedIn, or AARP's job board. Now, these are great for finding remote and in-person opportunities, but honestly, I've got a whole video on this and you can check it out in the description. And you'll need to do some networking, so let your friends and your family and the people you used to work with know that you're looking for a job. You never know who might have the perfect opportunity for you. And you also might want to consider volunteering first to gain experience in a new field. It's a great way to test the waters and build connections. And you don't want to be afraid to start small and work your way up. Remember that every journey begins with a single step. Now, here's a couple of things if you're trying to decide between a remote job versus an in-person job. A remote job is going to offer you the flexibility and the comfort of working from home. So it's great if you prefer a quieter environment or you have some mobility concerns. However, they may require a bit more self-discipline and tech savviness. Now, if you're wanting an in-person job, they're going to provide you with more face-to-face interactions, and it's a chance to engage with your community. They're perfect if you really thrive on social interaction, but keep in mind, though, that they are going to require a commute and probably more rigid hours. I personally made two career changes, one at 50 and another at 63. You're going to find links to videos I created about this in the description. If I can do it, you can do it too. Now for me, I decided to take the strengths that I knew I had and then I honed them with more experience and some education to get the job that I wanted. Of course, I share more details about that in those videos. So which of these jobs caught your eye? I'd love to hear more about that in the comments below. And if you found it helpful, why not give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Up next, you'll want to check out this video on the best 10 remote job skills for those over 50. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.